These are the coins of the two Netherland colonies, Curacao and Suriname. Some of these coins are made for one or for the other only, but most of them were made for both and are in fact the same coin. The first ones are dated 41p. Now these are pretty remarkable because these actually employ a straightforward P mint mark. You can actually see it there. It's a little bit tilted, so I'm tilting the coin to try draw attention there, right under the 1 of 41. That's a P for Philadelphia, which predates the appearance of the P for Philadelphia on the wartime nickels by a whole year, maybe a year and a half. Okay, on the other side, you will note there's a little tiny thing that looks like a T under the 1 of 1941. It's actually supposed to be a tiny palm tree. Perhaps this will be clearer on the 25 cent. So here's the 25 cent. And again, now the P is really visible. And on the other side, tilted the other way, the palm tree is really visible. So what would normally go in those places are what's called privy marks. These are various custom marks that indicate the place of mint, or sometimes other things about who minted it or where it's meant for. And in this case in particular, the palm tree indicates it's for the territories. When we get to the Netherlands for the homeland, we'll find that there's something different for those on that side. But on the other side is your familiar P, D, and S mint marks, just as you would see them on the wartime nickels. These two coins so far were made for both Curacao and Suriname, as was this 1 cent bronze in 1942. It's hard to get a good clear view of that. It's a 1942 P. P is a little hard to see there between the 2 of 42 and the N of Netherland. Okay, and there you can kind of see it's 1 cent. It's hard to get a good shot of this since it's rather chocolate dark. However, the 1942 P 10 cent was made only for Suriname. So what I've done is, if it's meant only for Suriname, I've tilted it a little to the right like that, rotated it that way. And then that same goes for a brass issue, another brass coin here, 1943, also meant only for Suriname. These are the only two coins. Now, Alts and Barton, by the way, actually report one other coin for Suriname, and that would be a 1942 P 25 cent piece. But none have ever been found, and it has since had to become concluded that they were probably dated 1943 or possibly 1941, or else maybe they were all destroyed, but I think they just don't exist. Now, here we have the 5 cent made in Philadelphia. There's no mint mark for some reason, and it's used at both places. It has this interesting squarish shape. Look at that, the 19 on one side and the 43 on the other. Okay, and then here's more of the 25 cent made from both places. And again, you see the palm tree and the P, 1943. And also here, the 25 cent, 1943 P, palm tree and the P. So it really shows clearly. Okay, now in 1944, everything seems to be only for Curacao. So there's a 1 cent made for Curacao, and these times it actually says Curacao on the coin, by the way. You notice on the other one here earlier on, it just talked about the Netherlands. But here, this is specifically for Curacao. It actually says so right on the coin, 1944. And now the Denver Mint has stepped in, so you can actually see a little tiny D there. Same goes for the 2.5 cent. Munt van Curacao, 1944. Palm tree on one side, D for Denver on the other. And there we are, 2.5 cent. Kind of chocolatey, but still kind of visible in just the right lighting. This is the 1944 D coin for Curacao again, it says so, and there's the palm tree on one side and the D for Denver on the other. And the 1945 25 cent. Again, 44, a palm tree on one side, the D for Denver on the other. Okay, we also made some bigger denominations. We made a 1 guilder piece for Curacao, and again, it actually says so on the back. 1944, D on there, and palm tree. This is clearly for the territory of Curacao, and then we even had this is a really nice one here. Look at that. This is also the Mint of the Netherlands, 1944. There's the D and the palm tree, 2.5 G, Munt van Curacao. So that also was for Curacao. Interesting, a tiny island nation or area, semi-territory of Curacao gets all these coins, whereas the whole big state of Suriname does not. But that's how it is. Perhaps they use the regular Netherland coins for Suriname for other denominations. Anyway, that gives us both. Again, observe the tilt here to indicate that this one and this one were Suriname only, that these here are all Curacao only, and everything that's squared is for both equally. So I have now covered 2 countries for the price of 1.